Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit since I posted anything. My camera died, so I've kind of haven't picked up my phone to start filming or anything. It's also been really busy trying to get the girls ready for back to school and doctor's appointments and all of that kind of stuff, school registration, that stuff. So it's been a busy couple of weeks. And my camera died, so I don't have a tripod for my phone, so I haven't really been picking it up and filming or anything, but I figured today I'd do kind of a quick work with me and then just check in periodically while I'm working and show you what I've done so far, because I can't really set you up anywhere and do like a time lapse or anything, so it'll just have to be some quick check-ins, and hopefully that'll work for now until I can get tripod for my phone or a new camera or something. So so my shop has really picked up. It's fall season or whatever. People are buying for fall. Fall's the busiest time for me in my shop, so I have several wholesale orders from Fair. Fair.com is a wholesale platform where boutiques and other small businesses can purchase from you at a wholesale price. So I do have an account with them. If you're interested in Fair, just go on fair.com and you can sign up as a excuse me, as a seller, or you can sign up as a shopper. I think either way you have to have a business account or a business license to be on there, but it's pretty excuse me, it's a pretty neat website to sell things on. So I'm going to turn you around. I've got all of this to bleach, this whole box is full of stuff that needs to bleach, and then tons more that I still need. So I'm looking at probably close to 100 t-shirts that I have orders for, so we got to get going. So I just got off work at the bank, and now it's time to work in my shop. So I'm gonna do some bleaching, and I'll check in with you guys here in a little bit. Alright, so just a quick overview on how I set my shirts up for bleaching. I use a 13-gallon trash bag, just the real cheap ones, and I stick it inside my shirt. That way when I spray the bleach on, it doesn't soak through to the other side. And then I use 100% bleach. I don't water it down. It's Clorox bleach, and you can't use the non-splash because that doesn't work. You got to use the original. Then just a spray bottle that has an adjustable spray nozzle on it. That way you can control how quickly the spray is, or how wide the spray is. And then I just lay the shirts out and I spray the center and sprinkle a little bit of like a mist on the rest of the shirt and let that sit out in the sun. Timing of how long to leave it sit out depends on the shirt, the color of the shirt, the brand of the shirt, how sunny it is outside, how warm it is outside. So there is no set time to leave it out. You just have to watch it and wait until it changes to your desired bleach color. And then once it's bleached all the way through on the front side, I'll flip them over and sprinkle some bleach, little dots of bleach on the back side, and let that sit out and turn. And then once we do that, I will show you what I do next. Alright, so this is what it looks like when they're sitting out bleaching the front sides. Just let them sit until the sun turns them white. Lighter colors bleach faster than the darker colors. But I've only been out here working on this maybe 5 minutes, and this is where they are so far. So it won't take long. I like to batch my shirts in like 15 or less at a time, because it gets kind of overwhelming if you do too much at once. Or at least it does for me. You might be able to do more than that. But as you can see, they're changing fairly quickly. So also, when I'm doing orders that have a large quantity, I do all of that order at the same time. So say I have an order of 6 maroon shirts. I'm going to do all of those maroon shirts, bleaching them at the same time. That way they are bleached as closely to the same as possible. You don't want to bleach, 3 shirts one day and then 3 shirts another day, because the sun's going to be different. Your variations are going to be different, and therefore your bleaching is going to look different on those shirts. So to make them as similar as possible, I bleach, all the whole order in one day. Hope that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to let these go for a little bit longer, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I flipped these over and I've sprayed the back of them. It's kind of hard to see right now, but you will see when they start to turn. You can see it more on these black ones. But we just wait now until these are done on the back side. Okay, these are pretty much done. So over here in this bucket, I have some water, cold water from the hose, and about half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. The peroxide neutralizes the bleach and keeps it from bleeding or spreading in the wash when you wash them. So we're going to take those shirts over there and just submerge them in here for a few minutes, and then bring them out, and then they'll go in the wash. Okay, so now I'm doing a round of cowhide bleached shirts. This is one of the more complex bleaching styles that I do. So what I have here are some Gildan soft style black mist shirts, and or heather black mist, I don't remember what they're called. I'll put it in at the bottom here. And what I've done is I've scrunch them up. This is the back side of the shirt. So I've scrunched them all up just randomly. There's no right way to scrunch them, just however you want. Just kind of randomly scrunch them, and then I'm just going to spray them down with a good quantity of bleach, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so here they are sprayed, and we are just going to let these sit here until they turn white. Then I'm going to flip them over, scrunch them back up, do exactly the same thing, spray them down. After I spray them down, I'm going to open them up, and I'm going to spray a circle in the center, and then we'll just let those sit until they turn white on the front side. And I'll show you what that looks like when I get there. Okay, so these have turned white, so I'm going to flip them over and scrunch them up and spray them, and then I'm going to spread them out, and then I'll spray a circle on them. And I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. Alright, so here's what they look like. The fronts of them look like here with the centers bleached. So we are just going to let those dry and turn white. We've got one more step after this, and it is actually the most crucial step to this. We have to scrunch them up again, spray them down with bleach on both sides as quickly as possible, then run them over to the tub and dunk them in there to make the bleach stop bleaching. That way you don't get a full white bleach on them again. This will be more of a brownish pink bleach color to it. So I will show you what those look like once we get there. Okay, so these are now white. I'm gonna go and scrunch them up, spray one side, scrunch them up, spray the other side, and then run them over to the peroxide bath over there. I'm going to do them one at a time. That way they don't have time to turn white or turn pink. They'll just stay brown. And I will show you what that looks like here in just a second. Okay, without dropping my phone in this water, I'm going to try and show you. I don't know if you can see the two different tones of color there, or the three colors. There's black, brown, and white. Let me see if I can get here. You can kind of see the colors, the black, brown, and white. So the brown color is what comes up when you do the second spray, and you do it real quick and not let it bleach all the way through. So that's what gives it the cowhide texture. So we're going to let those sit in the water there. Your water will change colors as you rinse out your shirts. That's just the dye coming out of the shirt. There's nothing wrong with it. You can, change out your water ever so often if you're doing a bunch. But we've got the cowhides done now. I'm going to let them sit in here for a little bit, and then I'm going to wring them out, transfer them over here to my ready to wash bucket, and then I'm going to get another round of shirts going. Alright, so this batch the front is done, so I got to flip them over and do the back side. Then on to the next batch. Alright, so these gray shirts are done. And now we're going to do these hoodies. As you can see, it's kind of clouded up some. So it's going to take longer for these to bleach instead of being in the direct sunlight where they bleach a little bit faster. And so that is also a reason why I say bleach your entire order of shirts together. That way everything bleaches the same. So like if I were to bleach half of these this morning or earlier when the sun was bright, and then half of them now when the sun isn't bright, these ones are going to be, the bleach area is going to be much whiter on these versus if I bleached these, they would be a little bit more dull white, just because the sun's not shining bright like it was earlier. So that's why I say bleach your entire order together so that they are all bleached the same. Hopefully that makes sense. But I'm going to go and put these in the water, and then I'm going to take my ready to wash bucket inside and put it in the washer. To wash it, I don't put any soap or anything in it. I just put the t-shirts in and I run them through like a double rinse cycle. And then once they're washed, I just toss them in the dryer to tumble dry until they're dry. And then they will be ready to sublimate after that. So you don't have to do anything fancy with the wash. I don't recommend putting any fabric softener or any soap or anything in there, because it might affect how the sublimation sits on the shirt. So just throw them in the wash. No soap, no fabric softener, and then tumble dry them and you're good to go. So I'm going to get these going in the wash, get these started bleaching, and then I'll see you back when these are done. Okay guys, so the hoodies are now done bleaching, so I am going to call it for today. Tomorrow I'll come back and I'll press all the shirts we bleached and put the design on the front. That will be the next video from this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the bleaching process or my bleaching process that I use, please leave those in the comments down below. If you've watched this video all the way to the end, put a little heart emoji in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!